Okay, so we're just a few hours away from the next Dress to Impress collab, and I feel like this one is about to be really different from what we usually get. DTI is collabing with Flee the Facility, and the sneak peeks they've given us already raise a lot of questions, especially for the lore. First, let's talk about these new items, because, yeah, this doesn't look like a normal update. There's this deep red dress, it's elegant, but it's also really intense. The color, the layers, the sharp shapes, it feels dramatic, almost serious. And then there's this hammer, and honestly, that's the biggest clue. If you've ever played Flee the Facility, you know the hammer is iconic. That's literally what the beast uses, so seeing a hammer in DTI is kind of crazy. What's interesting is how they styled it. They didn't make it scary or realistic, they added ribbons, hearts, sparkles. It's still very Dress to Impress, but the inspiration is obvious. That's why I think this collab isn't just about outfits, it feels like it's tied to a story. And that brings me to Lana. DTI has a habit of putting Lana in dangerous or mysterious situations during big updates. Yes, she's usually in a cage. We've seen it before, so when I see a collab with Flee the Facility, a game about being trapped and escaping, I can't help but wonder if Lana is trapped again. I'm not saying this is confirmed, this is just a theory, but the pieces fit. A hammer, a darker color palette, and a game centered around capture and escape. T would make sense if the lobby or event has some kind of escape theme, or at least something more tense than usual. Another thing I noticed is the red color choice. Red usually means danger, urgency, or warning in games. Combined with the collab, it feels intentional. It's not giving soft or cute, it's giving dramatic, serious, and maybe even a little creepy. If they do add a storyline, I don't think it'll be super scary, but I do think it'll be more intense than the average update. Maybe there's a timer, maybe there's a locked area, maybe Lana is missing again and we have to find clues. DTI loves small lore moments like that. I also think this collab might split players into roles, not officially, but visually, like Survivor energy versus Hunter energy. The dress feels powerful, and the hammer obviously represents control. That contrast is very Flee the Facility coded. So yeah, that's everything we know so far. The items, the collab, the hammer, and the possible storyline all point in the same direction. In just a few hours, we'll finally see what they've been cooking and whether Lana is actually involved again. Let's watch the trailer. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is just a fun collab, or do you think there's lore coming with it? That's all guys, bye.